Are we recording?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Push the button, dude.
You did. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Bluemilk pod.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey, this is our second episode. We can say that.
This is our second
Okay,
episode.
for those of you who actually watched the first one, thank you to all three of you.
Thanks for coming back. We appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
For those that haven't watched the Bluemilk podcast, welcome to the Bluemilk podcast.
I feel like we should change clothes.
Should we go skins for this episode?
No,
Tyler,
Tyler, no. That Tyler.
This is the podcast where we talk about anything and everything Star Wars related.
Among other things.
Star Wars related.
Hey.
Anything and everything can actually be tied into just about Star Wars if you're of that mind.
Oh, we could totally do it.
We could bring everything to Star
Anything.
Wars related.
Yeah, we could. Easily.
But anywho, this would be
Tyler.
BJ.
Jacob.
I'm drinking.
That's Dirk.
It's getting better every time. I love it.
Normally what we do when we do the podcast, well, I don't know about normally,
We're not normal.
but
some of us are.
we are specifically here to talk about certain topics that each one of us would bring to the table. Last episode we didn't really do that format because it was more of an introduction. More about, where we are in the Star Wars universe and how we feel about it and, the things that affected us that made us as big as Star Wars nerds as we are.
Yeah.
So, Jacob, let's start with you. What topic do you have to bring to the table today?
Mine's not really a warm-up topic. I would rather have someone else do it because
Nope, we're digging into the deep end right now.
Fine.
Fucker.
If you can change one thing with The Force Awakens, what would you change?
One thing that you could change with The Force Awakens?
To make it
That is a
better,
warm-up.
or to make
Yeah,
it
this
worse,
is a good topic.
or I don't know, whatever you want to change.
If you could change one thing about The Force Awakens,
Mm-hmm.
Just one thing?
Slave Ray outfit.
More on the serious side, not really.
Winner! Winner, chicken dinner.
Wait, there's dinner?
Yeah.
Just the.
I'm hungry.
I think there needed to be more lightsaber action.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if there could be more lightsaber action, considering the fact that there are no Jedi.
Yeah, there's Luke.
Not until the end. No, there were.
Okay, then let me.
They didn't
rephrase
even
that.
introduce the damn Luke's lightsaber until what, like 3/4 of the way into the movie? What is it, Maz's Cantina?
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Maz Castle, not Cantina.
Whatever. It's a cantina too.
It is a cantina, but it's a castle. It's technically the name of the thing.
He's right. It is called Maz's Castle.
I'm gonna call it Maz's Cantina. Fuck off.
Damn. All right, then let me rephrase that. Better lightsaber action.
Anywho, I would say. Huh.
That's a hard discussion.
Starkiller base just doesn't need to exist. Like, they could have just made something else. Maybe, like, just a more modified version of the Death Star. They don't need a giant planet. Because, honestly, I find that irrelevant. Like, the planet as itself just doesn't need to be a planet. It could have just been a giant...
No, it's not. I thought of something that can change that. Instead of having a planet killer or anything like that.
Well, a planet base. Because that's what it was.
Yeah, well,
I don't have a problem with the fact that they destroy planets. I mean, the Death Star does that. It would be cool if it was like a floating space station. I mean, they could have gone bigger. I mean, Starkiller Base is a little over the top.
Yeah.
But I mean, they could have made it smaller or smaller than Starkiller Base, but bigger than like Death Star 2.
Yeah.
Well, Starkiller Base doesn't just destroy planets; it destroys galaxies.
No,
it destroyed a planet.
They're inside of a galaxy.
Or it destroys
Solar system.
But
no, it just
Well, it didn't destroy solar systems either.
yeah, it does.
No, it destroyed
When you
multiple
suck
planets.
a sun out of the sky, it's
It
gonna
didn't suck the sun out of the sky. The sun was still there.
It was just
It feeds off of the sun.
And it's a gigantic solar panel.
Which would really make more sense if it was like a floating space station,
Using the
because then
energy
it
of
could
the
be moved around, and then it could just drain siphon energy off the sun to power it, and then shoot the beam.
But the sun disappears. You see it in the movie.
No, it doesn't disappear. It doesn't. It isn't as bright.
Yeah. No. Stop. No. When Kylo is like about to kill Han, when it disappears, everything
They're inside
goes...
a building. What are you talking about? That's not
No!
them showing the sun. When
Do
he
we
kills
have to
Han.
go watch the fucking movie?
No, you're talking about the part where he's fighting.
Challenge! No!
No,
I'm
he's
okay with
fighting-
watching the movie.
They're inside the reactor.
But you can still see out because you see
can't
the
see
light.
out because you don't see Poe.
What the fuck does that have to do with
Because
anything?
Poe flew into the reactor.
You
shot
can
itself.
literally see it sucking the sun until it's nothing.
Not till it's nothing.
Yes.
It dims the sun. It sucks up a
No.
bunch of energy out of the sun.
When this podcast is over, I'm going to prove you wrong.
It drains the sun, but it doesn't
It-
completely
it
drain.
fully-
it doesn't
it does.
completely get rid of it.
We're going to be at an impasse here already.
All right, fine. I'm okay with this.
Okay. Well, I'm going to prove you wrong.
Going back to my original thing
Anyways.
with
That's
not
not
having...
This isn't your topic.
I know,
It's
but...
not your original thing.
No, original thing when I was talking
No,
to
he's
BJ.
talking about me.
No.
When I was
Yeah.
talking to BJ, instead of having, like, the planet killer or solar system killer or whatever you want to call it, Star Killer Base and all, we could have brought something from the Old Republic called the Sacking of Coruscant and had the First Order just sack, like, the
Yeah.
capital city.
Yeah.
No,
I thought I would have been a lot better.
no. If
I
they're
agree.
gonna do that event, then they do that event, and they do it in the Old Republic. They don't do it now because that would just
But I mean,
that would destroy the awesomeness of that
Well,
event
Well,
they do blow up-
because they would fuck it up.
that's why you don't call it, like, the sacking of whatever. You just
Well, they moved the capital away from Coruscant for one thing. It was
Yeah.
like on some other planet.
Hosnian Prime, I believe.
Yeah, and they blew up like that whole system
Yeah.
of planets.
Yeah.
Thank
Which
you!
also is really fucking weird. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they blow up the whole system. Which is stupid.
But they don't use the sun, that same sun.
But it still sucks out the entire sun.
No, it doesn't suck
Don't
up the whole sun.
believe
the sun is
it
still there
does.
at the end.
I know what scene you're
I'm gonna
talking about.
Put
I
a
think-
condom over your head.
I
Okay.
think a cloud goes over it, and that's when it changes the darkness that goes over Kylo. You have the blue part right there, and then a cloud goes over, and that's when you see his like red. His face goes all red, and shows like awesome
I'm gonna
visual.
I'm going to prove all you fuckers wrong.
He's not even arguing with you, so it's
Okay,
only us
Dirk.
two.
We're best friends now.
Prove me wrong. No, we're not. I don't know you.
What am I doing in your house?
Well,
You
whatever.
do know him,
But I would have loved to have more of a Imperial presence, and
No.
No.
The Imperial time is over, man.
that's
New Order.
I was doing this because it's pretty much the rebirth of the
It's the
Empire.
New Order,
But it's
bro.
the new order.
It's new. It's the new order
No,
of
it's
the
the
Empire.
first.
Oh yeah, it is actually the first. But New Order would have been sound better than the First Order, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, they weren't that new at that point. They'd been around for several years.
It still sounds would have been better. It sounds better if it was called the New Order instead of the First Order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit.
But yeah, I would have liked.
I don't
more...
like the idea of like the whole laser beam thing that the Starkiller base shot. Like honestly, it's supposed to travel faster than light. You wouldn't be able to see it going across the sky. Like you wouldn't.
Unless you're a Jedi.
No, like
No.
you wouldn't. Because Jedi do not watch like light beams fall from the sky. Like they don't just
Sky
stare at
rocket.
light.
Okay,
just
now we're getting into
physics.
physics.
Yeah.
And if you want to get into physics, smartass, laser beam does not travel faster than light.
Yeah, but that beam would.
It wouldn't because a laser does not travel faster than light.
But it's made out of light,
Therefore, it travels at the speed of light.
which we still cannot watch
Sky
from the
Easy.
surface of a planet. We can't watch light go across the sky.
Sure, you could.
No, because it moves fast. It moves as fast as light. You
Try to
can't-
go faster.
You can't watch light travel from the sun to here.
You can't see a photon travel from the sun to here.
You can't see light itself. You can't
If
see
you
the
focus
wave.
a beam,
Oh, Jesus
what the
Christ,
fuck you
here we
think
go.
a laser is? You focus a beam, you can see that light
Laser
travel.
beam. No, I know what he's talking about because that laser beam, when you see from the Death Star in New Hope, you don't get to see a huge. It just goes pew, and it destroys Alderaan.
But you
You don't really get to see it. It's like faster than what, because with the Starkiller base, those beams went really slow. They're like,
Alright, assholes. I already know what some of you are talking about, and I agree. Hang on. There's no sound in space.
oh
Well,
my
I don't
goodness.
think they were.
They
mean,
were.
there might be
Some of
people
them were.
out
We are
there.
getting
Some of them
completely
were.
off topic.
So we're looking at light. We're seeing light travel. Okay, fine. I'll give you that. It doesn't travel faster than light. It is light, fucker. It
Yeah.
travels light speed.
It travels light speed. But
So
the thing
if
is,
you're
you
gonna
couldn't
pull
just
that
watch
shit,
it go like.
then you're not going to hear sound in space either.
That's accurate. Yes.
But it's Star Wars, so
It
we
is
don't
Star
care.
Wars. It's fantasy, and we enjoy it.
And we started a podcast.
I mean, if we really want to be technical, I mean, TIE fighters wouldn't fly the way they fly. Anyway,
Is there smell in space?
no.
Okay.
If you can
It
smell
goes
it
with him now
space,
because
there's
he-
Oh
something
yeah, because
wrong
you wanted
with
to do the first order, new order thing. So what about you? What would you change from the
What
Force
I would
Awakens?
change is episode 7 would have followed the books.
So
Which
it
one?
changes
It would have
everything.
started with Thrawn
Well, no. Technically, the book started with
5
Chewbacca.
years after. It would have
Chewbacca.
started 5 years after.
Chewbacca was right after episode 6.
He's got a point.
And that is the books that you're referring to, I imagine.
And technically, Battlefront 2 campaign now starts right after episode.
Heir to the Empire. Timothy's on.
Yeah, I know. Heir to the Empire is not.
5 years after
I understand
episode
that.
6.
I understand that, but the thing is Truce of Bakura is literally the book that takes place right after episode 6.
This would have been a better place to start.
That's what you mean, then, not
That's what I just fucking
No,
said.
you said you should have followed the books.
Should have followed these books.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
These books. Should have followed these books.
Technically, Timothy Zahn is writing the new books that they are following.
I know.
I liked Rogue One.
Now,
Rogue One was good.
It would be really nice if they made Shadows of the Empire.
That being said,
That being said,
J.J. Abrams did an awesome job with episode 7.
They announced he's
Absolutely awesome.
Oh,
yes, I
wait,
did.
wait.
Yes, he did. Let's go ahead and get into that because I know you're against it. I think it's great that
I'm
he's
not against
doing
J.J. Abrams.
episode 9. I think it's great that he's doing episode 9. I
You're
think
not happy
he will
about
do
this,
it
are you?
justice. Because it's not going to turn out the way episode 7.
I'm interested with
Abrams
the fact
did
that
not
Ron
write episode 7.
That's
Actually, he
true.
He did.
not.
He did.
He did.
He did.
He was a co-writer.
He was a co-writer.
But he wasn't. He was a
Now
co-writer.
you're-
He's not.
No, I mean he took over after. So in episode 7, there was one guy that was originally writing it, but then they canned him, and they brought in J.J. Abrams and the guy that wrote episode.
Well, you can't
5
go
and
through
6.
and rewrite
Lawrence
something
casted.
that's already been written with the time.
They did that with.
They
Rogue One,
modified.
like
They
that.
they modified it though, and they definitely did some rewrites.
and they did it with Rogue One too.
Rogue One, I thought was great.
It was.
I do, however, find it interesting that Ron Howard is directing the Han Solo movie.
Yes.
That actually will probably
That'll
be
be
good.
That
Interesting.
perked my interest. And I was
Ron
like,
Howard,
I actually
man.
kind of might see this.
And Khaleesi is.
Khaleesi?
Khaleesi is in Rogue One, or not Rogue One.
My queen.
Yeah,
Han
is in
Solo.
Han Solo.
You
Yeah.
know who I
So-
would like to see?
I like Donald
direct
Glover
one of them.
being young
What were you saying?
Lando.
Either Christopher Nolan.
Direct.
Yes, I
Star
think,
Wars?
I think he would. I think he would do very
Christopher
well.
Nolan would do a very interesting interpretation of Star Wars. I would love to see it dark.
Old Republic.
Yeah.
Dark.
If
Old
you
Republic.
want
Yeah.
to,
Revan.
if
Oh,
you,
that would be
Revan.
perfect.
Okay.
That would be cool.
No.
That'd be
If
cool.
you're gonna do that, then oh crap. Cut. We'll get right back to it. I gotta
No.
get the name.
Apparently
No.
we're cutting now.
You know what? No, we're not cutting this.
Oh yes.
No, we're not
Ridley
cut-
Scott.
Ridley Scott.
Ridley
Ooh.
Scott would do an excellent. Revan.
Isn't he dead?
No,
He's not dead.
fucker. He just directed
Dude.
Blade Runner.
The
Which is-
new Blade Runner.
Who's the guy I'm thinking about who used to do like a whole crap load of action films and he's dead now? Used to do it with.
If he's dead, we don't care.
No, I mean he probably did some really good movies.
Well, maybe. But if he can't
The guy who
remember-
directed
Stanley
Speed.
Kubrick.
No, the guy who directed Speed.
Oh, Kubrick would. Everything would be colors.
It would be a
Specific
mind
colors.
fuck.
Yes, it would.
It would be glorious.
Yeah,
it
who's
would
the
probably
guy-
be really boring, really slow, and a mind fuck.
Oh hell yeah!
Who's the
guy-
Everybody would love it.
Who's
Yeah.
the guy who directed Speed with Keanu Reeves?
No one
I don't know.
cares.
I don't know who that guy is.
Fucking
You know who
try.
I'd love to see direct a Star Wars movie? Michael Bay.
Fuck you! It would be nothing but explosions.
It'd be
everywhere.
better than Attack of the Clones,
And-
but
and-
Oh!
Anyways.
Oh, dude. The guy who directs the Fast and Furious movies, I want to see him do a Star Wars where they're doing like fucking
No!
drifting with Star Destroyers.
got Vin Diesel in one of them.
Blows out the sign in a fucking car. We gonna rob this bitch.
And you don't talk about family.
Horrible.
It's a band of rebels who have like tripped out TIE fighters or something like that.
Wait, a band of rebels with TIE fighters?
Yes.
They stole him.
Good point. Alright, next topic.
I'm picturing the fucking
You
TIE fighters doing the...
Tokyo
Family.
Drift this bitch.
Family.
No.
Yo, what up,
It wouldn't
fam?
be Tokyo Drift. It'd be like Coruscant Drift or something.
Oh,
yes!
Narcada
so
Drift.
good. Oh my gosh.
Fasten the Force! Fasten the Force! Coruscant Drift! There we go!
Terrible.
Somebody, please make this. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that'll be so good.
I hate you guys. I really fucking hate you guys.
See, now aren't you glad the prequels weren't as bad as what we just envisioned?
Still better than
Fair
Attack of the Clones!
Alright, that's fair. Attack of the Clones was the best fucking movie ever.
Someone's about to get killed.
He immediately went from giggles to groans.
I love it.
Immediately.
Just
Well, that's sobered.
an alien out of my spine.
That sobered the mood.
Next topic.
Next
PJ.
topic. Wait, I thought
Wasn't that?
Dirk had a topic.
Yeah,
I do
Dirk.
have a topic.
What's your
Alright,
topic?
what's the topic, Dirk?
Was I going to be the next person?
Yeah, you
Okay.
Apparently so.
Oh, well. Fuck you guys. Alright, it's not as impressive as Coruscant Drift.
Fast and the Force. Coruscant.
Fast and the Force. Force and the Furious.
Force the
Oh.
Furious. That rolls off the tongue better. Force and the
Right,
Furious.
yeah,
To
alright.
Coruscant Drift.
Alright.
So good, so good. I love it.
I know it's only the second episode, but you guys, we've been meeting for a while before this.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys know
Just-
how much I appreciate music.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, I know where you're going with this.
So, the only movie that we actually experienced cultural music was episode 6, with fucking Ewoks beating on stormtrooper heads.
It's not quite accurate.
That's
we had
not-
Gungan music.
I was gonna say in the Phantom Menace we had Gungan music.
If you could call it that.
Hey, music's music, man.
So,
It's all up for interpretation.
my topic is, given
Mr.
different cultures, what different cultures would you see playing particular types of music? For example,
this.
I can't imagine Wookiees playing string instruments.
Oh no, they would absolutely have string.
No, because the hair would get caught.
No. They actually have a guitar, like a lute thing.
Then please educate me. I'm
They-
interested.
they
do
do-
we have specifically instruments for particular cultures?
I believe. Yeah, I know there is. but I
Well,
don't
then
know 'em.
talk
I don't know
about
'em.
it. Then shut up.
Wow.
You know what would be cool though is I would love to see a form of music developed by the Hutts,
Yeah.
and what kind of instrument that would involve. Just imagine.
Bagpipe.
No,
No.
there's no way. They can't. Their arms are too short. You wouldn't be able to play the damn thing.
They have slaves to carry it. They're Huts.
What? So they're gonna blow into the damn
Some
thing,
twink-
and then the slaves are gonna
Some
play
twinky
it?
little
yes.
Twi'lek is gonna just stand there with giant instrument holding it for the.
Slave Twi'lek outfit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're pissing Jake off.
That's because he's like the
He likes-
wholesome one of the group.
And he's easy to get pissed off.
would rather see a Rancor in the slave outfit.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, all of you who just pictured that, you're welcome.
Did you know that there were Hut Force users?
I know that they can't be swayed by the Force. but-
Yeah, you're getting off topic. Music.
Yeah,
This
music.
is my topic.
Okay,
Music.
yeah.
I can see going back to like the original idea of like what like genre music would go good with cultures. I can see
What about
like
the
a really
Nojans?
nice like fast jazz for huts because they're not fast at all, but they like the classic. So they
Not fast jazz, slow jazz.
Well, that's why I'm saying fast.
You think so?
Slow
Really?
jazz. Yeah, I could see slow jazz with huts. I could
'Cause the
totally
more
see him being like.
they did play music on Jabba's
House.
The Bomar Monk temple
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Jabba took over.
So I'm thinking more of like the 1920s or 1920s to 1950s gangster. They like their fast jazz.
That's swing jazz.
Well, swing jazz. So
Okay.
I mean, that's what like the huts. They're kind of like the
No,
mafia.
I
They're
don't.
like-
No,
The huts are
No
definitely mafia-esque.
yeah.
I can't see them playing swing jazz though.
Not swing jazz. Like I said, a slow jazz. I could totally
Or
see a slow jazz.
Just
being
go with
like
Italian
some-
music because they're the
More like
mafia.
the
Okay, Godfather. I just thought.
I did too.
Yeah.
Jabba the Hutt's
I
fucking
could
Marlon
see that.
Brando in The
Yeah,
Godfather.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see
The
that.
Hut Father. There we go. There's another spin-off.
You
God.
come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
You have to say it. in Japanese.
Dawagi Chewbacca.
And it's on a Chewbacca. There's a spin-off right there.
What kind of I would see Genosians using wood elements like flutes
I agree with that.
because they
I do
Let it
absolutely agree with that.
no,
No.
not harps,
I can see
no
a harp.
woods,
No.
woods like
Flutes,
flutes,
clarinet.
clarinets, recorders, like anything along
Yeah.
those lines.
Recorder.
I can see metal with the Mandalorians.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can see that.
It's either you go classical or you go
It'd
hard
be
rock.
Oddly
now,
enough-
see the Mandalorians. I could see strings,
Oh,
cellos,
yeah.
and violins.
Honestly, I'm thinking. So, if you're familiar with the
They're
franchise
so-
Dune,
they are so hardcore
well,
that they would need an escape, and strings would be perfect for.
are you
that
familiar?
escape.
Are you familiar with the franchise Dune?
Hell yes.
Okay, so you know Gurney Halleck, who's like the warrior master guy that trains Paul.
Yeah.
He plays like that.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
plays
yeah.
a lute.
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
totally see Mando's doing something like that.
Yeah.
Where there's like warrior ballads where they like create these awesome, string instruments like guitars.
I mean, they are the Russians in space. So
Yeah,
it would
yeah,
make
yeah.
sense that they would have like a Russian ballet
Fair
type
enough.
of stuff.
yeah.
So
I don't know
I
about
see that.
ballet, but I mean they would probably not express themselves through
Mandalorian
dance.
ballet.
Yeah, that would be.
I love it.
they
They're
just, like,
in the
twirl and then
armor.
just shoot a few things.
They're in the armor and they're just like
Yeah.
they twirl
Yeah.
with their jetpacks and then they launch like
Yep,
grenades and rockets into the air and then a flamethrower fan and then they're
I'm
God.
all over the place on
Richard
this. Jesus.
Simmons is coming close.
Black
Yes, it
Mando.
is.
Shit.
Black Mando instead of Black Swan.
Oh
Black
yeah,
Man-
Black Mando instead of Black
yeah.
Swan.
There we go.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, I
It's
like
coming
that.
up with the spin-offs, guys.
Oh my god.
Hollywood, I hear you.
I would have to say,
Weird answer.
what could you see Jawas playing?
Jawas?
Yeah,
Drums.
Kazoos?
No,
drums.
no. They gotta play drums.
I kind of can see the drums.
They gotta do drums.
Yeah, I could definitely see drums. I would see more jungle things doing drums though.
So like the Wookiees.
The Wookiees.
Wookiees would definitely be drums.
I could totally see Mandos with hard rock though.
No.
When
no.
they're killing things, you're not gonna listen to classical music.
Have you
to
heard,
have
have you
that
listened to
escape.
original Beethoven or Mozart?
Yeah,
That shit's hardcore.
but I'm just saying that.
Like when they're getting into it with those symphonies, those are intense.
But I mean, you can also see. I can see Sith listening to classical music too.
Now, yes.
Because I could imagine Sith
I would
listening to
agree with
EDM.
Oh,
Yes!
no.
And the lightsabers.
God.
Jesus
A
Christ!
fucking Sith rave.
That'd be beautiful. That's why Kylo Ren is how he is.
Fucking
He's a
whiny
wannabe
little
Sith,
bitch.
so I mean, hey.
Would you stop bringing up that bitch?
hey, he's part of the universe. We gotta
Oh
bring
my
him.
God,
We don't
I
like the
can't
prequels, but we
stand
have
them.
to bring those up too.
I know. All right, fine. The Gungans. Yeah.
Bagpipes.
The skin flute.
Bagpipes.
Bagpipes.
bagpipes
Bagpipes.
Yeah, bagpipes.
and the cowbell.
Really?
Bagpipes and the cowbell, the most annoying.
Oh god, yeah.
You gotta
dude, I
do
could
annoying
tell-
ones.
Cowbell. I need more cowbell. Thank you, Christopher Walken. I love you. You're
Yeah, no, that was
awesome.
good. So Will Ferrell's in there too. He was awesome. He
I
was
don't
on
give
the
a shit.
cowbell.
Christopher Walken is awesome.
I don't find Will Ferrell funny.
No, I don't either. Thank
I
you
don't
very
find
much.
Regardless, this is not about Will Ferrell. This is about what kind of
Yes,
instrument.
he's not in
Welcome
Star
to the
Wars.
Will Ferrell podcast. That would be weird. There's our spin-offs.
This our podcast is all about everything involving Will Ferrell.
No, it really isn't.
No, it's not.
The end.
Dirk would not be here.
No,
neither would I.
And
No.
now it's over. Anyway,
All right.
all right. So Gungans definitely would be the skin flute.
Fucking pansy ass bastards.
The literal skin flute.
No, I guess I could see them playing something involving water, like an instrument that involves water.
Okay, I agree with that.
Bagpipes.
Bagpipes.
No,
No,
I could definitely
Like,
see him doing
the
bagpipes though.
glasses, the
Yes.
crystal glasses
Oh my
with
God.
water.
Fuckers are weird.
Yeah. Welcome to the podcast. Nice of you to join us, Tyler.
No. I got this though. Gungans whistling.
No, they
Yodeling.
Oh,
Yeah, and bagpipes. There we go.
That's a combination.
All right. So what about Twi'leks?
String.
No.
Like they're very artistic.
They can do hard rock because of their freaking.
Are you retarded?
There's
Yes.
that. There
Okay.
is
No,
that.
when they
I
do
have
that,
to
that's what
go
makes
with
them
that.
retarded.
Otherwise they could headbang the tentacles, asshole.
Oh, he knows what's coming.
We're bringing it
He
in.
knows what's
now.
coming.
Episode 2, it's working its way in. So, just so everyone's aware, the anatomy of a Twi'lek.
Do it.
The anatomy. So, just so you're aware, with the anatomy of the Twi'lek, the reason the Twi'leks cannot headbang is because the Leku that they have, those tentacles that come off their head, they're called Leku. Their brains are actually go into the Leku because their skulls are a little bit smaller, so the brain kind of just forms naturally into the Leku. Unfortunately, the Leku don't really have any bone to them. They're more like a soft kind of cartilage. So you can squeeze them, and if you squeeze them hard enough, you can cause permanent and irreparable brain damage to a Twi'lek if you squeeze them. So the joke that So the joke that Jacob really doesn't like, but that I came up with, and that everyone else likes,
And it will happen.
is that when you're having sex with a Twi'lek, and you go doggy style, you gotta be careful not to grab the Leku too hard, because if you do, they can go a little derpy.
Can you
going-
say that a little more redneck, please?
You're going at it, right? And then you just... and the Twi'lek just goes... What the fuck? It clenches just a little too hard. Makes
You know
for a
what
great
that
time.
means? You know what this means?
We call that the dirty Twi'lek.
I have to do the animation so we can play it above you.
Jacob hates this,
I
though,
don't
because
apologize.
he tries to be the most wholesome of the group. Anyway, so now that we've had the proper segue, what kind of instrument do you think the Twi'leks would use? Because honestly, they're very artistic. They dance a lot. What?
They do go derpy easy.
A in-floor piano.
In floor?
Yeah.
You know, like in Big, where
So,
they
like,
dance
they
on
dance?
it.
Yeah.
They
So
dance on the piano.
Interesting.
No,
Interesting.
no. What kind of instrument do you think Twi'leks would use?
You gotta say that a little louder for
I hate you all.
Well done.
There we go. I'm pretty certain they heard.
Use
they
my
picked-
anger gives me strength.
Actually, your anger gives me strength.
Good.
Your embarrassment gives me strength.
Your suffering gives me strength.
What kind of instrument do you
That's
think?
not Jedi speak.
Yeah.
I was saying
You
it for
are
you.
a lying sack
I
of
was saying
shit.
it for you.
Ah, you don't need to help me. I got my own.
I can see.
So then why didn't you say it, Sif?
I did
them
say it,
doing
fucker.
more of like dance music or like festival music, like
So,
going
like
towards-
EDM.
Like EDM, they can do more of that.
So instead of Sith being EDM, it would be Twi'leks being EDM.
Yeah, and Sith are more rock.
Okay.
The bodies hit the floor.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, I don't. Well, I mean, it's got to be more impassioned. So anything involving like
I
passion.
just thought of a great video idea for that. I'm doing it too.
All right, we'll have to try it. We'll have to see if we can put it together. Since we have no idea what the animation actually is going to be like after we're done, there may be random shit that pops up. So as we go along, we will come up with ideas. Oh, I have a notebook that I forgot to bring out.
Yeah.
Should be writing down ideas. But yes, animation ideas.
So this is the animation.
This will work.
Is it
This will
animation?
work. We can do this.
Alright, we moving on to another topic?
Are you guys still bitching?
Yeah, we're trying to
come up
figure-
with a topic yet?
No, I mean we don't remember
Oh
what the
my
topic.
God.
Our
There's
second
been
topic
three
was-
topics. What was the second topic?
Well, mine was music, so I
Mine
think I
was-
was the second one.
No, yours
No,
were the
you were
third
the
one.
third one.
Mine was what would you do? What would you change about the Force Awakens?
Oh yeah, that was that.
And then there was the second one.
You see how quickly I removed that from my mind?
Yeah. The
Anyway.
second one was.
What are you doing?
Get off your phone, bitch.
We're in
recording.
commercial.
No, we're not. That's going on the podcast.
You
Bitch looking at his phone.
Ladies, if you're single, text me. I'll give you my number.
Whatever, dude.
You're not gonna get texts from ladies. You're gonna get from guys.
You didn't do the nipple thing.
I don't need to do nipple. I have fucking tits.
Send your bras to Tyler.
So Tyler, what was your topic?
My topic would be, out of all the creatures that are in the Star Wars universe, which one would be your favorite and why, and which one would be your most hated and why?
Alright, you start with yourself.
My favorite would have to be the Wookiees.
Wookiees are not creatures.
They are
They
creatures.
are too.
Why? Because they're not humanoid.
We're just
Yeah.
we're a creature as well.
Okay.
All Mr. High and Mighty.
I'm sorry. I consider most things sentient, not creatures.
Anyways,
So we're all creatures.
All right.
I'd have to say Wookiees, and the reason why is because they can rip people's arms out of their socket, which I think is fucking badass.
Well, Chewbacca can. What about the others? We
most
don't know
of the
the
other
others.
Wookiees- most of
We
the other
don't. We
Wookiees
don't
can.
know that.
We do.
Yeah,
We do.
We do.
Have you not seen the Christmas
We
special?
assume. What, are there Wookiees ripping people's arms out of their sockets all over the Christmas special? If so, I want to watch it.
See, that's exactly why I love Wookiees.
Only thing
For
I
the
hate
potential?
more than Attack of the Clones is the Christmas special.
Leia sings in it though.
Leia, what?
Leia sings in it.
Does she really? Is she good?
No.
No.
Oh. They must be all drunk when they did this.
Speak up.
Anyway, so your
Anyways,
favorite is the Wookiee. What's your most hated?
No,
Jawas.
I want to hear a
You
why.
hate No, he likes Wookiees because it can rip arms out of sockets. He explained that.
Okay.
He dislikes Jawas. Why?
Because they're fucking little dicks.
Martini!
They literally can do nothing.
What are you talking about? They repair droids all the time.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but you don't actually see that happen,
Don't
do you?
ever
You
say
do.
that.
Yeah, they try to
I
fucking
will
kidnap my,
backhand your
my
ass.
buddy R2D2. That's not repairing a droid,
Yeah,
that's
it's gonna
stealing a
get
droid.
Well, yeah, they steal
Yeah,
droids
yeah, I
too,
will
but I mean, they
backhand.
also repaired like all those other.
Why are you arguing with me again? No, Jawas
Because I
because
argue with them too.
Jawas because I find them fucking useless.
Really? You just don't like Jawas?
I just don't. When all the Jawas were slain on Tatooine, I was hailing the Empire. at
That
moment.
wasn't Jawas. Those are sand people.
There were Jawas on Tatooine. asshole.
Yeah. What are you talking
But
about?
they never got.
But you don't see the Jawas getting slaughtered. You see
Actually,
the sand
you
people getting
You
slaughtered.
get to you get to
There were
see
Jawas slaughtered.
in New Hope.
Oh,
the
really?
Sandcrawler gets
Right.
Oh yeah.
That's what this exact scene I was talking about.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. These are not the droids we're looking for.
All right, BJ.
But they. He just belly slapped you.
It's okay.
That's sexy.
Okay.
Not my thing, but whatever.
Hey man, you need a belly to have
Comments,
a belly slap.
You know, if you enjoy that stuff, send gifts, monetary gifts.
Shit.
What's your creatures?
My favorite creature would have to be
Twi'leks. Raincore sucks.
That's an action,
Oh,
not
sorry.
a creature. Oi.
the Sith.
You're thinking
Species?
about it now.
The
Sith.
species.
Yeah, the species. The Sith.
I like that.
That's
They
a
look
creature.
really cool, actually. As for the most hated creature and why, Gungans. I hate Gungans. Gungans are dumb because they are a mix between a platypus and a frog.
That's perfect.
A platyfrog. A
Yeah.
frogopus.
A platypus.
A Gungan.
A frogopus. They're frogopusses.
Pussies.
Fragapus eye.
Frogopus. Anyway.
You need to calm down over there.
Hmm.
Did you just try to grab my tit?
No. No.
Damn, dude.
It wasn't even. I went like this.
Wow.
I think he really wants someone to grab his tit right now.
Please don't.
Send your bras too.
But yeah, no, I just don't like Gungans because the race itself is kind of like aesthetically they're very pretty. I mean, they're cultural. But just like the fact that there's two different types of Gungan and that they have this weird societal thing going on, it all seems rather unnecessary. As a race, they don't really add anything. It just all seems pointless, honestly. Tyler or Jacob,
Whoever the fuck you are.
I'm gonna
If
keep
it
doing
makes-
that.
hey.
I'm gonna keep doing that.
If
This is Tyler and this is Jacob.
If it makes you feel any better,
Speak,
my
bitch.
Wow.
Your middle name is Jacob?
Hey, shut up.
So my favorite creature by far is the Tauntaun. I just love them. Don't know why. I find them adorable. And they keep you warm if you cut them in half. Lukewarm to be exact.
They didn't cut him in half. They
Oh,
just
sorry. Split.
the belly open.
I mean, to me, for some reason, it does look really good inside, like the intestines. Like
Seriously?
I would totally cook that up and eat it. Oh
No.
yes,
No.
yes.
Because you thought they smelled bad on the outside.
It looks like mom's.
Imagine
spaghetti.
with some like
They're not
cayenne
gonna
pepper.
big
They're not
ass
going to smell
noodles.
good even cooking. Cooking them will make them smell worse.
I just imagine like it's squid.
Have
You
you
like
eaten
squid?
squid?
I have. Yeah.
Squid's good.
No.
Yes.
No.
Fried squid is good.
Yeah.
It's like chewing bubble gum.
Exactly. They
Yeah.
look literally their intestines and everything.
It
look
tastes
exactly
good,
like
though.
that. It looks really good to me. I don't know why.
Calamari. Oh.
Ew.
Vader.
No.
Ford.
That's not how the force
You
works.
know what's
I
happening.
know.
Show him the force. None of you saw that.
Uh-huh.
So most hated one, I think everyone knows. Well, I have. There's three probably that are.
The big one.
Probably human.
No,
Oh,
there's
human?
Gungans, which he already covered, and then there's the huts.
Mm.
I just don't like the huts.
And why?
I don't know. I think it's because they're just there. Their eyes are just there. I don't know. It's their existence bothers me. I think I'm racist against huts, and I can truly be racist because they're an actual race. Yeah, I went there. They're a different race and species and whatnot.
I think it's because Jacob is so altruistic in his motivations that he doesn't like something. He doesn't like the Hutt as a race because their motives are genuinely not altruistic. They're always very greedy, very slimy, very sleazy
Yeah,
by nature.
they stand.
That it directly
literally
is in
stand-
conflict with
Yeah,
Jacob's
with the
nature
Empire.
itself.
Can I change my most hated?
No.
No,
You've had your chance.
I did.
you did.
It's my own topic too. Wait, if it's my own topic, fuck all of
Geonosians.
you
That
guys.
was my other one. Sorry.
Fuck all you guys. I'm
There you
gonna
go.
change my most hated.
It was
It's
Gungans.
very Jedi of you.
It's Gungans and then Geonosians
Ah.
and then the huts at the top. So I just don't like the
Ha-ha.
look of the Geonosians.
Anyway,
Uh,
what did you want to change your...
my most hated will be Yoda's species.
You mean the one of that exists?
There's two.
Really?
Exactly, which is why.
There's two.
There's
There's
two?
There's
There's
Yaddle.
two.
Is it a chick?
No.
The reason why I hate
They're
it is
never
because
breeding, then.
it is like the most secretive species in the Star Wars universe. It doesn't even have a fucking name.
It does. It's called Yoda species.
That doesn't prove my... No.
Okay, so we know that Tyler doesn't like Yoda species.
I like Yoda as a character, but I don't like the species of Yoda because
You like Yoda
you
as
don't.
a character? I'm sorry.
I do.
Oh, I went there.
Yoda is a
fuck
bit
is
of a
wrong with
bitch.
you?
We've covered this before, but we'll get to it in another episode.
Another one.
Anyways,
Anyway,
I hate it because it's so secretive. Why not just release a name for the fucking species like you did with Gungans? And everybody hates Gungans more.
that is true. Dirk.
Dirk.
Now I have to beat that.
Drinking.
Who can I hate more than Gungans?
Well,
Or
first
do you like
tell
Ewoks?
us what you like.
Yeah, what do you like?
Bitches.
I love Ewoks.
Yeah, but not as much as you love Tauntauns.
Ewoks riding Tauntauns, that'd be cool.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god.
Ewoks riding midget Tauntauns.
Yes! The miniature Tauntauns! Yes! Yes!
Fuck.
This needs to be a movie! Spin-off right there! The Ewok Adventures with mini Tauntauns! They're just rewriting the Ewok Adventures. With Tauntauns.
Calm down,
I
Dirk.
would- I would
What do you like, bud?
I like to get out of this podcast.
Too late. You're in for the long run.
Alright. Species, race. Who do I like?
Zabrax? Darth Maul? Twi'leks?
I gotta go with the Twi'leks. I think I like the Twi'leks the best.
Just
Even
aesthetically?
Yeah, even though they have the derpy potential,
Like the stupid design flaw of the Tweet.
they would know how to protect themselves.
They do.
Hopefully.
They do.
Maybe not against Jacob.
Just force choke him.
His grabby hands.
Yeah.
Or just force.
Stop it! No.
So my question
I would
then,
have to like the Twi'leks, yeah.
my question then is, if the Twi'leks go derpy when you grab their what do you call it? Laku? Wouldn't Torgruta
Tortuga.
No.
Pirates!
Togruta, the
Togruta.
guy that works for Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, wouldn't Torgrutas be the same way? Like Ahsoka?
No.
That's
Oh, no, you mean
Yeah,
the Togruta
isn't
the
he
race.
Twi'lek?
not-
Yeah.
No, the guy, that's Bib Fortuna, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Bib Fortuna is the guy that works for Jabba the Hutt, and yeah,
Yeah.
if you grabbed his Laku, it worked the same way.
So he would be derpy, so all you gotta do is, hey fucker, boom, eh.
Yeah, but you gotta squeeze him real hard. But,
Well,
Togruta, no, those are more like horns.
Okay. Alright.
Togruta,
Like
Ahsoka.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, her
Yeah,
species.
no, he's referring to the other species, a completely
No.
other
I thought it was the
species.
name of a person.
there's
Yeah,
a good
no,
question
no,
though.
Togruta-
Are those two related?
No,
Are the species related
No.
in any way?
no.
And
they're-
how do we know that?
They're from very different systems
They are.
and
Okay.
planets and
Alright.
stuff. They're very far apart. The only really closest races together would be Mon Calamarians and oh fuck, I forgot their name, but the squid people. They start with a K or something like that.
I know what you're talking about.
No, not Keldor.
Kel something. Kelquish?
Yeah,
I think
something
it's
like that,
Kelquish.
or
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, because they share a.
They
I know
live on the
somebody
same
who makes
planet.
quiche.
Yeah, well, no, they live on the same. They live in the same system or on the same planet or something like that. But
Right.
they're both an aquatic race.
Yeah, and they
The Moncals are
they
more
got
like
fucking-
actual octopus, and the Kesh or Quiche,
I think it's Calquish.
Calquiche, whatever. Those guys are more like squids,
They got actual fucking tentacles.
and they have the more like angular heads like squids do.
Yeah.
Whereas like the Moncals have the rounded heads like octopus.
For those of you who are wondering, I do like calamari. Fried calamari.
I do too.
Fuck.
You'll eat sushi but not calamari?
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Who, what, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. No,
Okay.
I'm just saying. Yeah,
I don't know what you're saying, yeah, too. But...
I'll eat sushi, but I won't eat calamari. Yes, that's
What
correct.
the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't eat fish normally either.
Fish is awesome.
Fish isn't sushi.
Yeah,
Fish is sushi.
Basically.
I eat California rolls.
No,
It's fake.
basically it is.
Okay, yeah, it's imitation crab.
Which is fish.
You eat fake Californian?
I eat California roll. I could eat fake Californian. What would that be like?
There's no such thing as a fake California.
Washington?
Probably.
Wow. Okay. Did everyone get their hated and...
No.
No. He
I'm not
definitely.
done yet, asshole.
Yeah.
Fucking hurry up!
Wow.
Where are we
That's
at?
rude to me
Hated?
now.
No, yeah, you definitely did your most liked, which was the Twi'leks.
Most
And you kind of
hated.
said why you
Most
liked your
hated.
Twi'leks, but now you're working on your most hated.
I think Twi'leks are sexy.
They are.
Yeah.
That's it. I think that's why I like them. They're sexy.
Okay, that works.
Let's see. Most hated. I gotta go with the Gungans. They are the most useless fucking...
No, they
Right.
have those giant
Species.
ball catapults that they...
Fuck their balls.
He walked right into it! He walked right into it!
It sounded better in my head. No, actually, it sounded just as bad in my head.
Wait, were you gonna get the hyena?
Yeah, we kind of do.
Yeah, we kind of got the hyena going on.
Alright, so...
He'll be like this for the next 5 minutes.
Alright, aside from the Gungan ball...
No, we'll just mention that episode 2 is the best movie ever, and that'll just like start destroying his happiness.
Alright, so aside from the Gungan balls,
He started to calm down, and he had to mention fucking Gungan balls.
What's sad is I'm picturing it in my head.
Holy shit!
my work is done here. No, alright.
Fucking Gungan balls.
Gungans are useless. They have a shitty language. They can't fucking speak basic.
Well, they do. They speak a
No,
really
they
shitty
don't.
form
They
of
they
basic.
speak.
No, he
What?
speaks basic. He just speaks it in his own dialect.
So does Twi'leks.
Oh,
Or not
Not
Twi'leks,
Twi'leks,
Gungans.
Exactly, that's what I said. They
What?
speak basic just in their own dialect.
Which is
Same
not
to-
basic.
I mean,
Everybody else doesn't have a problem.
Huts,
Nobody else has a
Huts
problem.
don't speak basic.
No, they speak.
They
Hut-
speak
Hut-
Huttese. Huttese. Wookiees don't speak basic.
How was that again?
Bah, 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 bah.
I thought that was what Twi'leks said. After you grab them.
Oh,
No, 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 no.
he's in the joke finally!
No, Twi'leks say. There's a difference.
Oh, okay.
So why don't you go ahead and try it, Jake?
There's more tongue action in the first one.
Oh,
Yeah.
in the second one.
In the second one, not
Yeah,
the first.
yeah. The Gungans don't have the tongue action.
Oh, Gungans definitely
They-
have tongue
They
action.
do definitely have tongue action.
Remember, they're half
Alright,
frog.
alright, I'll
They're
give
part
you that.
frog.
Alright, so
Remember that they're the balls of blue, though.
Jar Jar and Padme got it on.
Their balls are blue.
Explains why Luke's so fucked up in the head.
He's the one that's so. He's the one that said it. Remember,
You
that
guys are
the balls
missing the
blue?
conversation here.
Yeah.
What?
He goes,
Our conversation's
he goes,
better.
Padme and Jar Jar got it on, and I go, well, it explains how Luke was so fucked up in the head.
Not as funny as Gungan blue balls.
Luke is Jar Jar's kid. That is pretty funny.
No.
Yeah.
Luke is Jar Jar's kid?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I guess he kind of looks like a Gungan.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he doesn't have the webbed toes or feet.
We don't know that.
That's true, I guess.
Leia's got the hair for it.
You know, if anything, Jar Jar is Anakin's because Jar Jar doesn't like sand, and Anakin doesn't like sand. So
Yeah, but Anakin was already alive.
Jar
when he
Jar
met
was older than Anakin by a lot.
that's what I'm saying. Jar Jar is Anakin, or Anakin is.
Explains why we don't know who Anakin's father is.
Ooh, Jar Jar fucked Anakin's mother.
Shmi was
A whore?
Immaculate Conception, man. Immaculate Conception.
So what you're saying is Anakin's Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No.
He brought balance to the Force.
He did.
Eventually.
He killed all the Jedi.
Literally.
And all the Sith.
Which
Basically.
just
Including
tells
himself.
you how impressive he actually was if killing all the Jedi brought balance to the Force and he was the only
Darth
bad
Bane
dude.
did it.
He didn't technically actually bring balance to the Force until he threw the Emperor off.
But Bane killed both sides.
Yeah. Well, he had to. He had to bring balance to the Force.
So the balance was already there. He just whittled it down to one person.
Well, no, fewer
To
people.
2 people.
Fewer people.
No, 2.
Well, 2 on the dark side. A lot less Jedi.
That's true.
Because he killed a lot of fucking Jedi.
Yeah, he did.
So, the dark side is much stronger than the light side. Because if it only takes 2
Well, no, the way they
to bring balance.
the way they describe it is essentially the way the Jedi work is that you have a million little funnels all funneling the light side, so it inherently weakens it. This is the mentality of the Sith. Imagine you have a giant plane of sand, and you take a million little funnels, and you get a little trickle from each of those little funnels. But imagine now that you have maybe 2 big funnels. The 2 big funnels are able to funnel more than all of these little funnels. So that's how it works.
So, again, 2 dark sides are stronger than a bunch of light sides.
Kinda. I mean,
Therefore-
Yoda went up against Palpatine.
Papa Palpatine, we call him.
Papa Palpatine.
Yoda was still awesome.
Yeah, he kind of bitched out though.
He did.
He was still awesome.
He was a bitch.
Well, he was awesome
Except
for,
for
going
the
up
whole
against Palpatine.
frog move in...
when he was going against Dooku.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I
'cause he's
laughed, I laughed my ass off.
I'm a little angry midget.
I'm green! Wee!
Anyway, okay, so
Your topic.
no, we're done.
Are we
We're into
done?
the episode.
Did you already do your topic? But you need to do your topic.
We can do that some other time. We're at time.
I have
What's wrong
to
with you?
piss.
We're at time.
God damn it. Get out of here. Well, anyways, thank you guys for joining us in this episode. We do hope you enjoyed it. Why am I doing this? It's your turn to do this.
Oh, okay. Bye.
If you liked us, please give us a like and a subscribe.
Subscribe.
We'll be doing this every week with new episodes every Monday.
Aren't we excited?
Must have been the Force. What?
I guess the Force Ghost of my old master is trying to come back. Anyways, that's it.
Have a good day.
Deuces.
Come to the dark side.